Adam, do you use training aids like belt straps, sleeves? Are they crutches or can they actually help? And that's a great question, Kevin, right? This topic tends to split strength coaches right down the middle. Old school lifters like myself will say, I don't need any of that, raw strength only, blah, blah, blah. Others seem to rely on every piece of gym gear from wrist straps to powerlifting shoes, Olympic weightlifting shoes, like it's some sort of personal armor, right? Here's the truth. I found after nearly 2 decades of coaching and lifting, it's not black and white. These are tools. And like any tool, they're just as valuable or as useless as you intend to use them. So let's start with my own experience, right? Years ago, I developed some tendonitis in my left elbow. So bad so that I couldn't even pick up a cup of coffee without it sort of aching and wincing, if you will. And after some trial and error, I started incorporating Mark Bell's raw elbow sleeves into all of my lifts. Now, these sleeves aren't magic. They won't fix tendonitis or anything like that, but they provide warmth and some compression and maybe just enough support to keep me training hard without aggravating any issues. Now, I wear them every session, right? I do. It's just what I do. Now, I don't do cardio in my elbow sleeves. I don't wear them around anywhere else, but they keep my joints strong and somewhat adaptive. Now, belts, same philosophy. When I'm squatting or pulling north of maybe 85, 90% of my max, I throw in a weight belt like my Elite FTS belt or my Chic belt. Because why? Like, why would I do that? It creates a little intra-abdominal pressure that supports my spine. It's like using a seatbelt. You don't need it pulling out of your driveway, but on the highway, when traffic is flying around you, you'll be glad that it's actually there. So off season or during hypertrophy blocks with lighter loads, sure, go beltless, right? To reinforce maybe core strength and postural stability, things like that. Now, I will say this, straps are another misunderstood piece of kit. I use them for heavy RDLs, heavy lunges, or anything where I'm gripping things, heavy rows where grip might fatigue, more so than my primary movers, right? But for pull-ups or farmer's carries or deadlifts below 70%, I train raw, right? Building a crushing grip is still a non-negotiable. Other notes, right? Footwear. I used to be religious about my Nike lifters for squats and Olympic lifts. These days, I'm just lifting in my regular shoes. Most of the time, I lift in my canes, to be honest, unless it's leg day, right? Again, it's about matching the tool to the task. So the key takeaway, training aids aren't cheating. And they're not shortcuts either. They're like a wrench or a screwdriver. They're a tool, perfect for some specific jobs, but unnecessary for others. So you got to earn the right to use them. You got to build your base. You got to let them extend your career, not become a training crutch for you.